Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm doing awesome because Naruto is getting good. I really like it when an anime gets me emotionally invested and makes me feel a whole range of emotions, and this storyline is certainly doing that. In this video, I'll be focusing on episodes 11 to 14, so if you haven't watched my previous video, you should do that. And without further ado, let's get into it. We begin this episode with a shot of the bridge construction and see that they have cranes in the world of Naruto. So that's interesting. This mix between traditional and modern continues to remind me of Gintama. I haven't said this yet, but Sakura is really pretty. This combination of pale pink hair and light green eyes is awesome. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Because she can already focus her chakra quite well, she's not training in the forest with Sasuke and Naruto, but watching over the bridge builders. I'm assuming Kakashi is continuing to rest after using so much of his chakra fighting Zabuza. Seems to be a boring job for her, but at least she's doing something. She accompanies the bridge builder on some errands and sees how poverty-stricken the village is and how important it is to complete the bridge. You know, when we first saw the bridge builder, they made him seem like some random drunk, but he's not that at all. Was that just part of his act so that the leaf ninjas wouldn't charge him too much? He's so blessed Kakashi is here. On the other side of things, what I thought was a budding bromance has become a flourishing rivalry. The teamwork that allowed Naruto and Sasuke to defeat Zabuza has been left in the dust as they push themselves to be better than the other in all aspects, including who can eat dinner the fastest. As if we needed any further reminders that these are teenage boys. When they threw up their food from eating it too fast, all I could think is how wasteful that is. People are starving, and it can't be easy for the bridge builder to feed all these extra mouths. I really thought this would be an opportunity to see Kakashi with his mask off, but clearly he puts it right back on as soon as he's done eating. After dinner, nosy Sakura quite tactlessly asks who has been cut out of the family portrait. When the family doesn't immediately answer, she asks again, pointing out that Inari kept looking at the photo. This line of questioning causes the family to become quite upset, and once Inari and his mother leave the room, we find out that Kakashi is a nosy bitch too.
Inari's what happened to him?
Is there a story behind this?
And now we go into an unexpectedly tragic flashback. Inari is being bullied by a bunch of truly despicable children. They steal his dog and rename him Shooting Star, which has got to be the worst name I've ever heard for a dog. And then they throw the dog into the sea, and it's crying and struggling, and I was genuinely disturbed by this scene. Inari is too afraid to dive in to help his dog because he can't swim. So they push him in and leave. My level of disturbed further increased as this little boy cries for help until he runs out of strength and sinks into the sea. I was upset. He's saved by a brave and noble man named Kaiser, who teaches him about bravery, honor, and being a hero.
If you care about something, protect it. No matter how tough, no matter how sad, you've got to keep trying. Even if you have to put your life on the line. Protect it with both arms.
This man ends up marrying his mother and being a father to Inari. 3 years later, Gato arrives to terrorize this poor village. Kaiser does not want to give in to these criminals and resists them whenever he can and encourages others to do the same. So, they torture and murder him. Again, this whole flashback really messed me up. They crushed his arms, the ones he used to protect the people he loves. And then they strung him up for everyone to see. That's truly horrific. And Inari watched. Why did they let him watch? They really shouldn't have. What a horrible conclusion to such an honorable man. And this is why Inari no longer believes in heroes. Upon hearing this story, Naruto gets onto his exhausted, shaky legs and resolves to show the boy that heroes do exist. This is what I expected to happen, but I did not expect it to be so tragic. Inari and his family and the entire village have been through so much. Key takeaways from this episode. This anime is pulling at my heartstrings more than I thought it would. Naruto and Sasuke are more rivals than friends at this point. Sakura and Kakashi like to gossip. Why is a boy or man who looks like a beautiful girl or boy such a thing in anime? I've seen this many times. This episode begins with beautiful boy Haku gathering medicinal herbs and coming across a sleeping Naruto. The young ninja must have stayed out training all night until he simply collapsed from exhaustion. They have an outwardly friendly interaction as Naruto doesn't recognize him, though Haku definitely recognizes Naruto. I'm not sure if this interaction is a bad guy who is also kind of lonely for the company of someone his own age, or a bad guy gathering information on an enemy. Perhaps a bit of both. Through flashbacks, it's revealed that Haku lived on the street, with no one to love or protect him, and no one for him to love and protect in turn. He asks Naruto if he has anyone who is precious to him, because having someone you want to protect makes you genuinely strong. Naruto thinks about this and realizes that he does. He has Iruka-sensei and Kakashi and his new comrades Sakura and Sasuke. Zabuza found Haku when he was living on the street. I assume the ninja took him in and trained him, so that would make Zabuza precious to Haku and his source of strength. This explains Haku's devotion to Zabuza, as we saw the boy steadfastly sitting at the man's bedside, and he even stopped Gato from getting too close. I sense tragedy here, and I don't like it. I find myself quite drawn to Haku and his sad voice.
You see, when a person has something precious that they want to protect, then they become genuinely strong.
The rest of the gang are having breakfast and wondering where Naruto is and how he's doing. And I was very pleased to see that the bromance is still alive. Sasuke is obviously worried about Naruto, though he doesn't want to admit it. I'm not sure if Kakashi is worried or not. We see him fidgeting, which is typically a sign of agitation. But he tells the bridge builder's daughter that Naruto may be a kid, but he's also a ninja and can take care of himself. Sasuke is worried that Naruto hasn't had any breakfast and gobbles down his own before going to look for him. But of course, he doesn't say he's going to look for Naruto. He's just going for a walk. And this is how young boys show love. Sasuke finds Naruto and scolds him for being an idiot and missing breakfast. I really like this big brother little brother dynamic that is developing between them. Kakashi and Sakura are also looking for Naruto, and he reveals himself by giving a demonstration of how far his chakra abilities have come. Standing on a tree branch, he pretends to fall, only to stop himself at the last moment. I enjoyed the contrast between Kakashi's and Sakura's reactions. I wonder if Sensei knew that Naruto was fine, because his reaction when Naruto genuinely falls is much stronger. But of course, Big Bro is there to save him.
Why do I think this is going to end badly? If I'm still sane by the time I finish their training, it'll be a miracle.
Kakashi loves his little students. The boys reach the end of their training as they're able to walk to the tippy top of the trees. And I'm assuming that Sakura can already do this because she's not been training with the boys, so I guess so. They rush back home to tell Sensei what they've accomplished, and he tells them, "Good job. Now you guys can be bodyguards for the bridge builders." And they are all very pleased. At the dinner table, Old Man Bridge Builder asks Kakashi-sensei why they have stayed to help him. And I really like this quote.
Those who stray from the path of justice have no courage, but under the wing of a strong leader, cowardice cannot survive.
Kakashi Hatake, Ninja of Justice. I'm very much enjoying discovering all these added layers of Kakashi. I can't wait to see what comes next. Anari, the sad and angry boy that he is, has an outburst about the futility of all of their efforts. He tells them that they don't know what it's like to struggle and to be treated like dirt, which is not true in Naruto's case. And man, I really feel bad for Naruto in this way. He is annoying a lot of the times, but man, he must have gone through some dark times. Even now, he's just a kid, and he has an outburst of his own, telling Anari he's a coward and Naruto will not be like him. Later, Kakashi-sensei continues with the sensitive side of him that we've been seeing and explains Naruto's situation to Anari, and see the strength in Naruto's outlook on life. At some point in the future, we see Zabuza and Haku, and a burning question of mine is answered. I've been wondering if they have the technology for long-distance communication, and judging from these radios, they do. Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura leave Naruto to sleep in while they head to the bridge to protect the workers. He wakes up, notices that they left him, and goes after them. When they arrive at the bridge, Zabuza and Haku have beaten up what seems like the entire crew. The two groups face off for battle, and my boy Sasuke gets his own cool moment when Zabuza notes that he is shaking.
I'm trembling with excitement.
And at the end of this episode, I'm left wondering if Zabuza is wearing a shirt this time because he's not feeling as invincible as he did last time. Key takeaways from this episode. Haku has a sad and lonely backstory, with Zabuza being possibly the only person they have. Kakashi continues to be my favorite by being both amusing and wise. The bromance between Naruto and Sasuke still has some legs, and I'm hopeful. Sakura is also there. Once again, we spend the first 5 minutes on the last 5 minutes of the previous episode. I don't like this. They like to do this when things are real tense and we really want to know what's going to happen next. I noticed right away that Kakashi is facing off with Zabuza with his hands in his pockets. If you're familiar with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Jotaro Kujo does the same thing, and it really tickles me. Sakura and Sensei talk some smack to Zabuza and Haku, and Sakura has an Sasuke moment, which is just like how she rolls.
They look pretty chummy to me. I'd say they've been pulling scams like that for a long time.
He's got some nerve facing us again after pulling that trick.
Sasuke is excited to battle Haku and show off his new skills. Just look at that cocky smile. Meanwhile, Naruto is flying through the trees like the ninja that he is, and he sees a random dead animal. Cut back to the house, and gangsters are terrorizing Inari and his mum. This whole sequence made me extremely tense. Not so long ago, we watched this little man's father be tortured, crucified, and murdered. So Naruto doesn't shy away from dark topics, clearly. Inari is bawling and terrified. He can't even step into the same room as them. And he wants so desperately to save his mother, but he's so little and he's not a trained ninja. Like, what is he going to do? What is he supposed to do? They have swords. And his mother begs for his life. She says she'll do anything. He's crying and begging because he does not want to die. And as his mother is being taken away, and he's screaming how sorry he is, she doesn't say anything. She should have found some words of comfort for him. The poor boy is falling to pieces. This is the second parent that he's going to lose.
I don't want to die!
And then he remembers everything Kakashi and Naruto and his father have said to him. He's been watching them and really thinking about bravery, victimhood, and how to live well and be strong. So he wipes away his tears and goes running after his mother, and all I can think is, what is he going to do? In my head, this boy is like 7 years old, and these are gangster samurais. As he approaches, they knock his mother unconscious, and a sword rises into the air. And then it cuts away to the bridge. This damn editing has got me on the edge of my seat. I've noticed there's a theme of protection in these last few episodes. Of course, Inari's dad's whole thing was protecting what you care about with both hands. And Haku explicitly asks Naruto if he gets strength from protecting those who are precious to him. And in his flashback, he's alone, living on the street, and kicks a dog aside to get the food in the dumpster. And then he notices 2 puppies standing in defense of their parent. We also see Haku sitting diligently at Zabuza's side and not allowing Gato anywhere close. And he also saved the demon ninja from Kakashi. And, of course, at the beginning of all of this, Kakashi said that he would always protect his comrades. Just so you guys know, I'm paying attention. Back to the fight. Sasuke keeps up with Haku very well and everyone is impressed, even Haku himself, which is why he urges Sasuke to give up so he doesn't have to kill him. I really like the calm, almost monotone way this character speaks. Very interesting voice direction and voice acting. Sasuke is obviously not going to give up and keeps his cool when Haku does hand signs with only one hand, and judging from Kakashi-sensei's reaction, that's bonkers. Sasuke gets over his shock and focuses his chakra to evade Haku's attack. So, just a pair of impressive youths right here. Now, back to the little man running into danger. Naruto came back in the nick of time. Thank goodness Inari is alright, because I was truly worried that he'd be seriously injured or his mother would be killed or something like that. So thank goodness that did not happen. Remember what I said about the replacement jutsu? Truly a vital technique to master. Naruto beats up the gangsters and saves the boy and his mother. Once again, he shows that he would have made a really cool older brother. Except for the idea that it's okay to cry when you're happy, but not when you're sad. You can cry when you're sad too. I don't think Haku has ever fought someone as good as Sasuke, and Zabuza has never watched Haku fight someone who can keep up with Haku so well. And Kakashi is like, "You damn right, dickheads, my students are beasts."
And he's the best young fighter of the Hidden Leaf Village. And Sakura here is our sharpest mind. Our #1 hyperactive knucklehead ninja is Naruto Uzumaki.
Haku takes things to the next level by using a secret jutsu called Crystal Ice Mirrors. I don't know why, but it really bothered me the way he just stepped into the mirror. Something about the movement just creeped me out. No idea why. I was very curious to see what this hidden jutsu was going to be, and it's very impressive. So difficult to defend against it once you're surrounded by the mirrors. It did hurt my heart to see Sasuke wounded so badly. Well, actually, he's not injured badly. He's injured a lot and is in a state of distress. And it's a bummer because he was doing so well. Kakashi, of course, wants to rescue his student, but Zabuza blocks him. Seeing this, Sakura takes action to help him. The moment is really built up, but is ultimately extremely underwhelming, considering this is the guy she loves and is the object of all of her desires and wants. But luckily, our favorite hyperactive knucklehead ninja has arrived in the nick of time once again and knocks Haku right out of the mirror, saving Sasuke. Once again, Naruto shows us that he missed the stealth course at ninja school. Key takeaways from this episode. There are likely many secret jutsu to be discovered in the world of Naruto, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. Haku is obviously very powerful, but reluctant to cause real damage. Why is he so powerful? Why is he so reluctant to cause real damage? I'm sure we'll find out. Once again, this episode really pulled at my emotions, and I'm very glad Inari is alright and that he once again believes in heroes. So, episode 4 begins with a recap that annoyed the shit out of me. I was momentarily confused, thought I'd played the wrong episode, but then I realized that it was a flashback. It's only episode 14 and this arc has only been going on for like 4 episodes. We really don't need a recap that is half an episode long. Anyway, Naruto's very loud and attention-grabbing arrival made Kakashi-sensei angry. He could have been so much more effective if he had maintained the element of surprise. And as the Knucklehead ninja prepares to attack, Zabuza attacks him, and Haku intervenes to save Naruto. Very curious. And Kakashi-sensei makes use of this teachable moment.
The shinobi's art is deception. Always keep the enemy guessing. One must distract their opponent's attention, catch them off balance, and outmaneuver them. You just turn yourself into a human target when you enter a battle like that.
And Zabuza scolds Haku for being too soft. I had noticed myself that Haku wasn't seriously injuring Sasuke, so I'm glad that was an actual plot point. Of course, Sasuke thinks it's a deliberate ploy against him in particular. He is quite self-centered. Kakashi-sensei is busy analyzing the situation and all the possible solutions, and Zabuza is like, chill my guy, let's just watch the kids. This vocal performance low-key gave me shivers. I momentarily forgot that this was Demon Ninja Zabuza, and I was like, but that voice though.
Relax, Kakashi. Sit back and enjoy the show. Let's see how they do. One-on-one.
Sasuke isn't messing around and throws a kunai blade at Haku's head, which he avoids easily. And I realize that I don't want Haku to die. I keep thinking of him gathering herbs with the bird sitting on his shoulder and having a good time and being all sweet and gentle, and I just don't want him to have an unhappy ending. I want him to find a good family. Kakashi-sensei gives them good advice. One of you is out and one of you is in. Work together to form an attack. And just as Sasuke is puzzling it out,
Hey! I snuck in here to save you! Pretty cool move, huh, Sasuke?
I actually burst out laughing when this happened. Naruto used up his quota of good ideas for the month when he snuck up on Zabuza that one time.
Naruto, you sneak up on your enemy, not your ally.
Sensei even said he's getting a reputation for making things worse and not better. Kakashi-sensei definitely leans towards brutal honesty, doesn't he? And then he delivers some more lore about the world of Naruto. There are some jutsu which pass along bloodlines, blood trait jutsu or Kakai Genkai, like his Sharingan, which once again leads me to ask the question, is Kakashi some distant relative of the Uchihas? And yes, I'm asking this question, but please don't actually tell me what's going on here. Haku doubles down on his attack on Sasuke and Naruto, and when the Knucklehead ninja shouts that he won't let Haku stop him from achieving his dreams, Haku goes on to reveal his own heartbreaking aspirations. He does not want to be a shinobi, does not want to kill them as shinobis do, but his dream is to further the dreams of the person who matters the most to him. I'm assuming this is Zabuza, but there could be a twist where it's not, but I don't think so. Haku will do anything to help this person, including killing Naruto and Sasuke. Zabuza hears this. I'm not sure how he feels about it. Haku is essentially telling him that he loves him and would do anything for him. Does he love Haku and would do anything for him in return? Maybe we'll find out. Key takeaways from this episode. Naruto is extremely thoughtless, brave with no planning. Steve Blum can't help but give a sexy vocal performance, no matter the character being portrayed. I sense a bit of dickishness in Sasuke, and I am just now realizing that I did not once mention Sakura in the summary of this episode. The name of the next episode is Zero Visibility, the Sharingan Shatters, and that has left me concerned for Sensei's well-being. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching if you're still here. I normally do 5 episodes, but the script was already so long and I thought let me just end it here, and then there's 5 more episodes in this arc, so that will end nicely in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like to talk about Naruto. I hope you have a good day. See you in the next one. I'm Kayla. Bye.